Welcome everybody to the Family Biz Show. I am your host, Michael Columbus with Family Wealth and Legacy in Rochester, New York. And we have a return guest for you, Joey Coleman. How are you, buddy?
I'm great, Michael. Thank you so much for inviting me back. And thanks to everybody who's kind enough to be listening in. I hope you enjoy the conversation as much as I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it with Michael.
So you and I met and we talked about how to never lose a customer again. And that was awesome. That was right near when we started this podcast 2-3 years ago, I want to say. And, for me, the thing that was just really interesting was, how does somebody with your background end up in doing what you're doing? And then not only did you do it, it's like, okay, let's not talk about customers. Let's also talk about employees. You know what I love about this is I was listening to Brene Brown recently, and this is it's not either or. And that's one of the things I just want to start with is that, I'm a father and a husband.
Yes.
I'm a wealth advisor and a business coach. And
yes.
So to take the expertise around what you did around the customer journey and the customer experience so that somebody would never lose a customer again, especially after what we went through with COVID and this, all of the things that are going on, the quiet quitting and, the things that are happening, the lack of engagement, for you to take that knowledge and say, you know what, let me take this to the employee experience. Hats off to you. I love it.
Well, thank you, Michael. I so appreciate that. Yeah. It's interesting. Some folks have come to me and they've said, Joey, wait, you're the customer experience guy. Now you're the employee experience guy. And I was like, folks, I've always been an experience guy. That's been the common thread that connects all of it. And what I realized 20 plus years ago, when I really started focusing and paying more attention to customer experience, is that we can't create a remarkable customer experience if we don't have remarkable employees. Yeah. They're the ones that are delivering on the experience. So for what it's worth, I've always known that this was a piece of the puzzle. The thing that has been somewhat hesitant for me to dive into this before now is that in most organizations, they see customer experience and employee experience is two totally different enterprises. Right? So customer experience is usually maybe some marketing, mostly sales, lots of customer service and support. On the employee experience side, it's the HR department. And with all due respect to my friends in HR, if HR gets invited to a meeting that you're in, that's usually not good news, right? So there was this siloing or bifurcation between these two approaches, whereas I always knew that they were two sides of the same coin. Happier employees means happier customers.
Yeah.
Frustrated customers means frustrated employees. They're literally two sides of the same coin. If you polish one, the other side increases in its value as well. And so that's really the genesis behind devoting a book and a conversation in keynotes and consulting specifically to the employee side of the equation, and basically leaving it up to the business leaders to say, do you want to focus on the customer experience or the employee experience first? Doesn't matter, because we're going to have to get to both of them.
Love it. I would say I have been working with business owners for a bunch of years now. We've interviewed over 70 business owners, CEOs over the last 12, 18 months. And at the end of the day, what we learned was that they're not in the business they think they're in. They think they're in manufacturing. They think they're in roofing or food or whatever, but they're all in the people business.